indices involving equation. So we started from laws of indices, solving some practical indices question until we got to this point of indices involving equation. So quickly, under indices involving equation, what do? You have to convert this. Let's start with number 7. We convert this to index form. This is simply 3 raised to the power of 3, open bracket, s plus 2. Then we do the same thing here. We turn 9 to index form, which is 3 raised to the power of 2, open bracket, 2x. Then this, we cancel this, which is the base, cancelling the base. So the power will give us 3, open bracket, s plus 2 is equals to 2, open bracket, 2s. 3 times s will give us 3s, open bracket. 3 times 2 will give us 6. This will give us 2 times 2 is 4x. So at the end of the day, we collect like terms. When you collect like terms, simply we have 6 is equal to 4x. There is 3, positive 3 crossing to meet positive 4. It's going to become minus 3x. So this will give us 4 minus s is the same thing as what? X equals 6. It's as simple as that. Take question 1. Question number 1. So if you take no, question number 1 is 5 raised to the power of x is equal to 1 to 5. What we do quickly is to turn 125 to index form. This is the same thing as 5 raised to the power of s equals 125 in index form is the same as 5 raised to the power of 3. And since our base are the same, we'll just cancel out our base. Therefore, s is equals 3. It's as simple as that. With the same approach, you can touch number 2. If you look at number 2, we have s raised to the power of 3 is equals 27. All we need to do is turn 27 to index form. So we have s raised to the power of 3 equals 27 to index form is 3 raised to the power of 3. If you look carefully, we can now eliminate this. So we have that s is equals 3. Thank you. Okay, so now this is an indices question. So how do we start? Remember, first of all, convert this in decimal, we'll convert to fraction. So this will give us 5 over 0.5 is the same thing as over 1. You check the number of values immediately after decimal point. We just have a value that is representing 1 0. So automatically 0.5 in fraction is the same thing as 5 over 10. Remember, I put my bracket raised to the power of minus 2. That's the first step. Then we go for that. Now remember, I said this minus 2 is simply the same thing as saying over 1. So let's go. This will give us 1 over. This minus brought this 1 over. Open your bracket. You have 5 over 10 raised to the power of 2. Now we can go down quickly. If we don't want to do a long walk here now, we would have converted this. We say this is 25 and this is 100. If you want us to do it that way, but we can do it alternatively. Let's just do the shortcut and not waste our time. We can work on this 1 year. Okay, let's take it so that we'll not leave it. This will give us 25 over 100. Then this is going to give us 25 over 100 is the same thing as 1 divided by 25 over 100. This will give us 1 times, when we turn our division sign to times, which will give us 100 over 25. At the end of the day, we're going to have 1 times 25 into 100 is 4. So our answer is 4. It's a simple answer. So I can automatically tell you that 0.5 raised to the power of minus 2 is simply 4. Alternatively, like I said, I can just cancel 5 here 1, 5 here 2. Let's do that. Alternatively, we can do this. This will give us from here, take note from this point, this 1 over 5 here is 1 and 5 here is what? 2. This is going to give us 1 over 2 raised to the power of 2. This will give us 1 over power of 2 is 1. 1 of power of 2 is 1 and 2 raised to the power of 2 is what? 4. Then this will quickly give us 1 divided by 1 over 4, which is the same as 1 times 4 over 1, which is 1 into 4 is 4, 4 times 1 is 4. Alternatively, you get your answer. Thank you. Okay. Now, we want to look at example 2. Quickly, if you look at example 2, we have been able to do work on 1. We'll look at example 2, which is, we'll make use of this point. So remember, this is 32 raised to the power of 0.2 still on indices. How do you evaluate this? First of all, when you see decimal values in indices, you first of all work on it, turn it to fraction. And how do I quickly turn this to fraction? From what we have said already, this 32 raised to the power, or from what we said before, that 0.2 in fraction form is simply 2 over 10. Remember, I don't need to break it down. I told you it's a digit immediately after decimal point, which is giving us just this 0 here, which is 2 over 10. So I can take that 0.2 is equivalent to 2 over 10 in fraction. So this is going to be 2 over 10. Now take note, at this point I can convert 32 to index form. 32 to index form is simply 2 raised to the power of 5. 2 raised to the power of 5, then to the power of 2 over 10. Remember one of our law of indices, remember in one of our laws of indices, we are expected to work on this. So in our law of indices, please remember, we now have 2, this power here, multiply the one outside, we have 5 times 2, which is going to give us 10 over 10. This is simply going to give us 1, which is the same as 2 raised to the power of 1, which is 2. Are we there? Hope it's clear. Thank you. But we're still on indices. Now, if you look carefully on number 3, this question number 3, let's go. This is going to give us question number 3. Take note. Our question is 8 over 1000 raised to the power of 1 over 3. Please take note. All we need to do is to convert all these values to index form. When you convert 8 to index form, 8 is the same thing as 2 raised to the power of what? 3. Are we there? 2 raised to the power of 3. And 1000 is 10 raised to the power of what? 3. Are we there? So when we give it, so this raised to the power of 1 over 3 and raised to the power of 1 over 3. Hope we are there. Okay, let's take it down. This will, you know that this can cancel this. What do we have? 2. Hope you know. Then this can cancel this. What do we have? 10. Which is 2 here will give us 1, and 2 here is giving us what? 5. This 1 over 5, or the same as what? Who can remind me what is another way to write inverse of 5?
It's minus 1.
Minus 1. Thank you. So, solution. Let's look at question number 1. If you look carefully, 0.5, you can quickly turn 0.5 to fraction. Like I said, 0.5, what do you do? This is the same thing as 5.
Okay, I'm trying.
Over.
What you did now?
Cause that thing. Those of you thought